All right, so for the second time in my history of making wrestling videos, this will be the only time, and I repeat, whether you're watching this live or via the playback, I am saying this now, this is the only time that I will be talking about the Paige and Alberto Del Rio situation. I will not be talking about this situation anymore. If you ask me questions on it in future videos, I will ignore your question. And if someone says, hey, why is Chase ignoring the question? I hope those who normally watch me live and those who follow me could tell the great user, hey, he did one video on it. He doesn't want to talk about it all that much. Because really, to be honest, the story's still developing. I'm just making a video on it now because I know how this situation is going to end. And really, to be honest here, not one party is at fault. Both parties are at fault. And in all honesty, you should have seen something fucked up was going to happen with this relationship from Jump Street. Let's just be real here. When you first heard that Alberto Del Rio and Paige were dating each other in real life, did you think that this relationship was going to be some normal relationship? Did you think that this was going to be some happily ever after shit? No, this was a man in Alberto Del Rio who cheated on his wife at the time to date a fellow co-worker in Paige. Not only that, someone who is twice as old, or dated someone that was twice as young as him. He's the elder by Paige by twice his years. So you should already have known there's going to be some fucked up shit. And especially when I started hearing that Paige was calling him Poppy. I don't care what anyone says. Poppy does not sound like a sweet relationship name that I would want my significant other to call me. If my significant other ever calls me daddy or Poppy or dad or anything like that, that's a turnoff. You know how many times have your girlfriend, or if you guys ever had girlfriends or your significant other, or even like a girl that you know is a friend, how turned off they get or how angry they look whenever you go, okay, mom, all right, mom. Like when you make a mom joke at them, that's like a turnoff for them. Just imagine for us when someone calls us daddy or Poppy. Like for real, that's right there. You should have already known this relationship was broken from Jump Street. Now let's go look at Alberto Del Rio, El Patron. You know, this guy, he is just a mental head case, and honestly, from what I can see from him as a human being and as an adult, he seems that he has a very intimidating personality. But he's someone that really can't control his anger. And I feel like he takes his anger out. Like he's one of those guys where you first meet him and you're like, you know what? I don't mind. Like people will be like, oh yeah, once you get to know the real Alberto, then come talk to me. Like, yeah, have you guys ever known someone like that? Where you just think like, oh man, dude, this person's cool. Like, have you guys ever had that before? Like at work or something, you met like a coworker. They were like the chillest, and it could be a female too, but they're like the chillest person, right? You thought they were so cool. You're like, oh man, I consider this guy like a best friend, or this person a best friend. You thought they were really cool, and then someone goes, wait until you meet the real blah blah blah. That's how I feel with Alberto Del Rio. I feel like when you first meet Alberto Del Rio, he charms you in some way. He makes you like you. You're just like, oh man, I really like Alberto Del Rio. I have no problem with Alberto Del Rio. And then sooner or later, you hang out with him once or twice. You say, you know what? I'll go hang out with Alberto. He's a cool guy. Why not? Then you hang out with him. And then you start seeing his true colors shine little by little until you realize that this guy's just a piece of shit. And that this guy has major anger problems and he can't control them. And once what I thought was a cool person and a nice dude, he turns out he's a total ass and a total prick. To me, with Alberto Del Rio, it comes off that he's very selfish, self-centered, and that he is just a dick. That's how it seems like for me when I look at Alberto Del Rio. It's just that Del Rio just really acts like he owns everything. He should own everything. That's how I feel like when I look at Alberto Del Rio. And really, to be honest here, if you're someone like Del Rio with a lineage of his fathers, and you know, let's be real here, how much hard work did Del Rio have to work in his pro wrestling career? Let's be honest here. We always want to talk about certain wrestlers getting shoved down our throats and being forced up our asses. Del Rio's one of them. I don't want to hear anyone defend Alberto Del Rio about now being shoved down our throats. Oh my goodness. This guy was shoved down our throats. From day one, Jump Street, when he came to WWE, we got to see him beat Rey Mysterio, one of the most marketable guys in WWE history, and Rey Mysterio, former 3-time world champion at that point, I can't remember. And then he goes on and he beats CM Punk at his hottest to win the WWE Championship. And then how many forced world heavyweight title reigns that we got from Alberto Del Rio and stuff like that. Oh my God, you want to talk about someone being shoved down our throats? Freaking Del Rio. And then you look at AAA, right when he got away from WWE, did he work hard in AAA? No, they just gave him the Mega Championship. Same with freaking Global Force, man. He goes to Global Force, and he doesn't even have to work hard. His first night, he quote-unquote won the TNA World title by winning the GFW title, and then he goes on and he becomes GFW champion. So I don't want to hear like, oh, Del Rio's a hard worker. What hard work has this guy ever done? He gets handed everything. The dude seems like he gets it easy for him. So I can understand if Del Rio is having a hard time and he gets pissed off and he can't handle it. He can't understand why in the blue fuck is this happening to me, because it seems like with Del Rio, he's used to everything handed to him. He's used to everything being handed to him. Am I surprised that there may be violence in this relationship with Paige? No, not at all. I am not surprised if there's violence in this relationship with Paige. And you know what? Yes, Alberto Del Rio, until the final verdict, I'm not going to say like, oh, I'm not going to like call Del Rio names. That's just wrong for me, because I don't know the final verdict. I don't know what's really going on. I'm just saying from what I can see as a person and as someone that evaluates for what I can see from television and from what I hear from other people, the guy seems like a dick. But I'm not gonna say like he's an asshole, he beats women and everything like that. But I'm just saying I'm not surprised that there is domestic violence involved in this. I am not surprised, because the way Alberto Del Rio's personality is, the way that Alberto Del Rio handles himself as a person from social media and everything that I've seen, it seems like he can't handle when shit hits the fan. It seems like when shit hits the fan, he does not like that. And it seems that he gets angry pretty darn easily. I don't know, just that's how it seems like to me. That's how it comes off to me. That's how I feel about it when it comes to it. Like I said, I'm not going to call any names. This is why I didn't make a video the day I heard it. Because honestly, it would have just been like, clickbait at that point. And then what? You guys get a video where I say, oh, Del Rio, what an asshole. Like, I don't know the whole story. That's why some wrestling fans, man, they just look for the money and they don't really care, about giving out the whole story. You got to wait for the whole story. I waited for the whole story. I wanted to know what was going on. And really, to be honest here, after kind of what I've seen from Paige throughout her whole career in wrestling, honestly, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers, to quote Nate Diaz. I'm not surprised. This is something that I would expect Paige to get herself in, because to me personally, Paige comes off as one of those girls who loves being the fucking victim. That's what it comes off to me when it comes to Paige. Paige loves this type of shit. She loves this drama. This is what she lives for. I don't want to hear everyone. I don't understand why everyone's so obsessed with Paige. Like, I'm being dead serious. I don't understand why everyone always defends and protects Paige on everything she fucking does. Because really, to be honest, yes, Alberto Del Rio, we have come to the conclusion that this guy is probably a guy with hot temper and is a dick in real life. But really, to be honest here, hasn't Paige not shown to us that she's a little bit fucking immature for her age? Hasn't Paige not shown to us that she is prone to making a lot, and I mean a lot, of mistakes? I am the same age as fucking Paige. Trust me, if someone knows what a 24-year-old is like at this certain age, it's me. I know. And the thing with Paige, it's kind of almost like she's similar to Alberto in a way, where she can relate to Alberto. Because let's not forget, Paige got it easy. Paige is lucky she got some beautiful looks to her and she didn't get her mom's fucking face. Because she got her mom's face, oh, we would not be seeing her in the WWE. She's lucky that she had any type of look to her. Because if she didn't have any type of look to her, oh, there's no way Vince was going to sign her. There's no way they would have signed her. She had everything handed to her easily. They were treating her like she was the greatest shit of all time before she even did anything else. That's what they were doing. Remember, Paige got the WWE contract at 18 years of age. Paige became the NXT first ever NXT Women's Champion. Paige, on her first night, defeated AJ Lee for the WWE Divas Championship. So yeah, it seems like Paige gets stuff handed to her pretty fucking easily. Of course these two would be meant for each other. Yeah. They're both freaking selfish assholes that feel like, oh, everything belongs to us. There's nothing wrong with us. Everything's great. And then with freaking Paige, when everything's going great, she can't accept it. Because Paige is one of those people and one of those chicks that realize if something great is going on in her life, she always tries to find a way to fucking ruin it. Because that's how she comes off. And you guys know if you've ever dated a girl like that. They always assume, they always think they're freaking trying to peek into your cell phones and do all this crazy shit because they're like, oh, Paige is one of those girls that seems like she loves drama. And she always has to go back to, oh, well, you know, previous relationship with Brad Maddox really fucked up my life. It's like, okay, I get it. If you had a relationship that really affected you and really fucked you up, I get that. But that's something where you hope that when you form a new relationship, you wouldn't have to worry about that. And that's something where you would think that you, a wrestler in the WWE, where the WWE is all about, for the most part, from what I've seen, and I know a lot of people will disagree with me when I say this, but from what I've seen from documentaries and stuff like that, it seems like they would want to help their talent in certain situations, and especially when it comes to like sexual things and everything like that. I feel like the WWE would probably want to help her in this situation. You have money. Why don't you go to therapy? If what happened in a past relationship really ruined it for you, why don't you go see help? Because here's the thing. I know Total Divas is scripted. And maybe the relationship that A Day to Remember's Kevin Scaff and Paige was maybe a scripted relationship, maybe wasn't real. Okay? But still, did you notice like when Kevin wanted to marry Paige, Paige started freaking out and acting like it was the end of the world, acting like, oh, I can't have this. She can't believe it because she couldn't believe something good was happening to her. Except something good was happening to her. She wanted to remember the bad. She wanted to be the victim because in a relationship, unless she's the victim, she doesn't care. Remember when she had that other freaking boyfriend, that one dude, that one idiot with all the freaking goddamn tattoos? I forgot his name, dude. He was like that weird dude that Paige went to date for a while, and then all of a sudden they started dating and stuff like that. Like, remember that weird dude and stuff like that? They were dating, and then she found out that he was married once before, and then Paige couldn't take it, and she had to be the victim in that situation. No, I know who Kevin Scaff is. I don't know her other previous boyfriend from Total Divas, Sean. I'm talking about the other idiot. I forgot his name, dude. But I just remember Paige wouldn't date him. Like she was afraid to date him because of what Brad Maddox did. Scaff is. I'm talking about the other guy. The guy before Kevin Scaff. I know who Kevin Scaff is. I'm not that dumb. I know A Day to Remember. But I don't know the other guy that she was dating. I don't know the other guy. But you guys get the idea. She likes to play the victim. She likes to be the one that's in distress, the one that's in trouble, the one that feels broken, and the one that acts like she has a guard that no one can break. The thing that breaks that guard is a mighty fine dick. And that's not me being an asshole saying that. That's just the truth. If someone comes in and she really wants to freaking go and be with them, all you have to do is just freaking have sex with her, and she seems like she's willing to break down those walls. That's literally what she seems like. Because, like, really, to be honest, when it comes to Paige, I don't understand why fans immediately come to her. Blue Knight, right now, I wouldn't say right now, we can assume Del Rio is a woman beater. I wouldn't say he is right now. We can assume that maybe there is some violence in this relationship, but until there's a final say, let's save those jokes for later. This is a more mature channel than other channels. Okay, we're not gonna assume shit until they're innocent until proven guilty. Unless there's some Ray Rice elevator cam that we don't know about, we're not gonna assume shit for Alberto. we're just going to think that maybe there is violence going on. What up, Rick Bad Boy? But yeah, like I said before, this is the only time you guys are going to hear me talk about this subject. So whatever questions you have, please go away. And also, if you guys like what I'm saying so far, give this video a big old thumbs up and tell me what you guys are thinking about what I'm saying. If I'm hitting the nail right on the head about the characters of Alberto Del Rio and Paige. And I'm not talking about the rest of their characters. I'm talking about them as people, them as adults in this society. Because like I said, I know a lot when it comes to domestic violence and stuff like that. I've had family members that were affected by domestic violence and everything. I'm not going to go too deep and personal with my life and stuff like that. But no, I'm not mad at you, Blue Knight. I just don't want to slander a name if it doesn't need to be slandered. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can assume, we can put our opinions out there that Del Rio's a dick and stuff like that from what we know, but we're not going to go there. Yeah, exactly, Andre Corbio. That's why I'm not accusing Del Rio of anything. I'm just saying he's a dick. I'm also saying Paige is not that smart. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if there was violence in this relationship because of the personalities that these people are. That the personality that Paige is and the personality that Alberto Del Rio is. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if something like this is going on because sometimes that's what happens in relationships. And sometimes the person that likes to play victim, they always want to be the victim. That's something that they like. Because, like, and you know what? I always hate how Paige's family comes in. Their daughter did nothing wrong. And it's like, stop. You guys are just enabling the enabler at this point. You guys are not freaking being righteous about this. Right then and there, you're saying that like freaking Del Rio is paying money to freaking to beat Paige. Ridiculous to say. That is so ridiculous. Like I said before, sometimes the victim likes to be the victim. That's how it is. Why do you think so many of your freaking people that get beaten by their boyfriends or their girlfriends, you know, stay with that person? Because sometimes that's how they feel safe. Why do you think so many hoes stay with their pimps and everything like that and call them daddy and everything like that? Because that's all they know. Sometimes with victims, that's how it is. Yeah, no, WWE wanted to end this relationship. They didn't want Paige to mess with Del Rio because they knew Del Rio's a dick. They knew that Del Rio was just bad news for Paige. But Paige and Del Rio have very similar personality characteristics, similar career paths, and everything. They felt that they could work together. But like I said, Del Rio, it seems like when everything's going right, he's Mr. Go-Lucky, nicest guy you ever met. But when something goes wrong, he gets a little bit mad. While Paige is one of those girls that can't let anything go right. She doesn't want anything to go right because if something is going right for Paige, then she gets upset about it and she starts freaking out and she needs to make another story. Guys, if there's violence involved in this relationship, because the thing is with Paige, I wouldn't be surprised if Paige is pretty much just staying with Del Rio because that's all she knows. She just knows about always being the victim, and that's the role she likes to play. Some women like that shit. That's what some people understand. People are like sitting here trying to make Paige an innocent little angel. Like what? Just because you think Paige is some easy lay, thinks you think she's gonna lay you or something? Like I hate it so much that people jump onto Paige and always like try to help Paige. Like remember during the sex tape, everyone was just like freaking talking about like how they needed justice for Paige. What justice? What justice for what? She's the person that filmed these sex tapes. Yeah, I know. Everyone's talking about the cocaine and everything. Yeah, that TMZ footage. That one idiot, like, oh, by the way, I'm a huge fan. Why would you say that? Like, seriously, like, you're recording this audio and you're like, oh, by the way, I'm a huge fan. Yeah, I know. Seriously, what justice? Don't do. What do you mean, Ashley Chambers? What do you mean, don't do? I do. You not don't do chat no more. Oh, I don't know what she's trying to say there, but yeah, no, really. But really, to be honest here, it's just like for me personally, when I look at this situation, and talk about domestic violence. It's hard to talk about, like I said. There's a lot of family members that I know and family that I know that has been dealing with it. And like I said, I'm not going to go personal into that shit. But from what I know and stuff like that, and what I've seen from the characteristics of both Paige and that Alberto Del Rio, they're both people that loved fucked up shit, especially Paige. So pretty much, guys, stop defending Paige because she doesn't need our defense. If anything, what Paige needs is a wake from reality. Because like I said, both these people feel like they have everything handed to them easily. Both these people, oh, you're talking to Corbio. I thought you were talking to me. I was like, I read the chat all the time, Ashley Chambers. I was like, what are you talking about? I always read the chat. Sometimes I can't respond because I'm on a roll, but you guys get the idea. But sometimes, guys, you guys just got to tell Paige what's up. You know, you just got to tell Paige what's up because maybe Paige will like a dose of reality instead of everyone freaking praising her and thinking she's the hottest shit because she ain't. She's a goof right now. She's doing stupid shit, and stupid people should not be rewarded. That's all I got to say about the whole situation. You're not going to hear me say anything or anything like that for the rest of what's it called? The rest of the time about the situation. Look, if Del Rio's proven guilty, that sucks. All right? That's terrible that he would do that, but I'm not gonna comment on it anymore. And I hope that y'all who are watching live and also y'all, well, yeah, Andre, Paige was raising that because let's be real here. Let's be real here. It's not like Paige's dad is like some innocent figure. We all know that Paige's dad has like what 2 or 3 other relationships going on or some shit like that, from what I've known. And that Paige, let's be real here, it's like a wrestling family household. Like you think that he didn't rough up her mom a couple times while they're in the house? I wouldn't be surprised. But that's the thing. Paige is trying to look for a father figure while also dating that father figure. You can't. That's not good. You can't do that. That's like me trying to date a girl that's trying to be a mother figure to me. That's disgusting. Look, if I want a girl to be a mother figure to me, she can be my mother figure. I don't have to date her. You know what I'm saying? She can be someone that I look at as a mother figure and stuff like that. You know, but I don't need to date that person. I can just have that person be a good friend. Paige regressed though. She didn't like try to progress with the other women like everyone else did and stuff like that. She regressed. Four-way match at SummerSlam. Oh yeah, the Care Bear, Reigns, Joe, and Lesnar. Oh baby, that's gonna be a hellacious match actually, to be honest. Bobby Lashley for GFW champ, guys, by the way. Because I know for a fact Bobby Lashley respects women. He left the WWE because his wife was being berated by Michael Racist Hayes. And yes, I said his name right, Michael Racist Hayes. He's racist. Let's just deal with it. And Bobby Lashley left the WWE. And we should make Bobby Lashley the champion. So, like I said, Blue Knife, more reports come out. I'm not going to make a video on it. That's just not my thing and stuff like that. You know, Bobby Lashley's a greatness. I'll make a video about Bobby Lashley being GFW champion. How about that? He's my favorite wrestler today. But when it comes down to it, like I said, if Del Rio ends up being guilty, it sucks because it's just like why the fuck would he do something like that? You know, it sucks that this guy is just a bigger dick than I thought he was. But if Paige ends up being nothing, I'm still not going to make a video on it because there's no point. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Just like when we made more videos, like, you know, just like when there was more shit about the whole pornography situation with Paige. Did you see me make other videos about that or discuss it at all in my future videos, Blue Knight? You watch most of my videos. You saw when anyone asked about that, I said I made a whole video about it. Go watch. Like, seriously. That's what I think. What did you think of the TNA name change? Like I said, it needed to be done. They needed to rebrand everything. They needed to become a new company. And for the most part, they are trying to be a new company. Now they just have to rebrand Impact in some way, in my personal opinion. Yeah, I just moved forward, Blue Knight. There's no point in it. This is why I made one video for this situation. Because I just want people to come in, watch this one video of what I think about the characters or the personalities of Del Rio and Paige, me giving my thoughts on it, because I am not assuming Del Rio's like, I'm not like, look, I only put one tweet on the whole situation. That was that Bobby Lashley respects women. He should be GFW champion. Why try to villainize Del Rio? Why try to villainize Paige in this situation? That's not my goal. I'm just trying to say that, you know, Lashley should have won the GFW title. I was on the Lashley should win at Slam 15 train the whole time. I felt that TNA made, once again, another TNA mistake where they went with what they thought was the proven commodity, the money act, instead of going with the talent that they put blood, sweat, and tears in. They really put so much blood, sweat, and tears into Lashley character, the destroyer, the guy that can beat anyone on the roster. You can't beat me. They put so much work into this destroyer character, and then it's just like, well, here comes the hot money act. Here comes the former world champion on a bigger scale. Let's give it to him. And they just did the usual TNA crap. That's just what they did, and it pissed me off because that's what made me mad. And the reason, look, I watch GFW just like I watch NXT. I just don't review it. There's no point in me reviewing it. Go watch The Lex Man if you want stupid reviews of NXT. Off the Rope Show has you covered. Big Ray has you covered. OK Fave have you covered when it comes to TNA or GFW now. I don't need to do that. Okay, that's not my job. All right, I don't want to, because fans sometimes don't like my opinions because I'm harder on those products, but because I care. They don't mind when I'm bashing Raw or SmackDown. That's like the norm. But when I go on and I bash like NXT or freaking TNA, it's like everyone says you're a hater. You can't just accept it. And I'm not being a hater. I'm just very harsh on the thing. Blue Knight, that's why I said go watch the Lex Man for his NXT reviews. You best believe I'm watching NXT tomorrow. My favorite NXT wrestler is coming back. Johnny Wrestling. Excited to see that idiot. I missed him. I love DIY. RIP DIY. Yeah. Yep. JC pretty much summed it up in that comment. Lashley should have been champion, man. Yeah, no, I don't know why they killed End Zone Cass. That was a waste of time, to be honest. Like Big Cass too, man. Oh god, he's just bad. He's just I'm 7 feet tall. No one's on my level. I just started laughing when I heard that shit. And the fact that Big Show got a pop too, man. Like, oh my god. Big Show got a fucking pop, man. That shit was hilarious, dog. That's wrestling right there. Yeah, no, but I'm watching NXT tomorrow. I'll tell you that. My boy Johnny Wrestling coming back. Yeah, honestly, Sean Wall, I barely heard it. Like, I don't even know what it is. All I know is like, bump, bump, bump. Like, that's all I heard from Big Cass's theme song. Like I don't even know what it is. Like, literally, I do not know what Big Cass's theme song sounds like. Like, yeah, it is probably a Creator Wrestler song. He probably made that on WWE 2K17 before going out there. But honestly, if you told me what that song sounded like, I wouldn't know. I tried even to listen to a version, even it was like it was just like the commentators talking over it. I still couldn't hear it, man. Dude, he's just so bad. Like like Lance Hoyt at least had somewhat, minus the tramp stamp. Lance Hoyt at least did something different with his size. He would do like fucking like leg drops and try to the occasional X Division moonsault and shit like that. Like Big Cass is very like standard. It's like axe hammer, clothesline, military press, punch, big boot. At least Test look athletic. Like here's the thing. Test was back in the days when like they could do a bunch of like TRT and shit like that. But Test looked jacked. He looked great. Big Cass just looks like he worked out for the first time. Big Cass looks like me, to be honest. Like, look, I have like the same definition as Big Cass. You know what I'm saying? Big Cass doesn't look like he's worked out all that much. Like, I bet you Big Cass misses wearing his t-shirts to cover his freaking no six-pack belly. Because literally, he looks so bad without his little goopy t-shirts that he cuts off. No, Lance Hoyt had a tramp stamp. That's always when I remember Lance Hoyt was like he had that weird fucking tramp stamp. I was like, Why does he have a tramp stamp? Well, yeah, no, WWE could have made Test something. It's just that they didn't go all the way with him. Like, literally, after Triple H came out, it was like, hey, Test, by the way, I married Stephanie. It was like, huh? They just dropped it. Oh, yeah, by the way, guys, we're done talking about Paige and Alberto Del Rio, so you guys can ask whatever the fuck you want. This is the part of the video where everyone zooms down until we start talking about the NBA. Then people start watching my videos. Yeah, no, like back, well, like I said, back then they could abuse shit. But Big Cass doesn't even look like Big Cass he just looks droopy. He looks like a Gumby from Gumby. Like, here, let me show you like, you guys know who Gumby is, right? Let me show you a fucking picture of Gumby. Like, that's Big Cass right there, Gumby, man. Yeah, Enzo and Big Cass were like Gumby and Pokey, man. Swear to God, no, that's what Big Cass looks like to me. He looks like fucking Gumby. Every time I see Big Cass come out, I just think of Gumby's dumb ass. Here's a picture of Gumby for y'all, so you all know what I'm talking about, man. Because I want you guys to know what the hell I'm talking about, man. Like, tell me when you don't look at this green goof right here, you don't think Big Cass, man. Tell me about it. Like, Gumby, man. What the fuck is Gumby fandom? What the hell was this? Big Cass's like fan page or something? No, for real, man. Look at this guy, man. He looks like Big Cass, Gumby, like fucking Gumby and shit, man. That's Big Cass right there, just drawing some man tits and stuff like that. Like, no fucking six-pack belly. It's Gumby. That's Big Cass right there. Lopsided head and everything. Gumby. Like, look, there's Enzo and Big Cass right here. Look, there's Enzo and there's Big Cass right there. There's Enzo and Big Cass right there. How you doing? Fucking Gumby, man. Look at this shit. Gumby. Like, I'm being dead serious, man. That's what Big Cass reminds me of. He reminds me of Gumby and everything like that. Every time I see him and stuff like that. I'm being dead serious, man. Being dead serious. yeah, no, Cass is green, man. Did you see the Sweet Daddy Sicky doc? It's pretty good. No, I did not. Did you watch the Conor and Floyd conference? Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, he looked good. He looked good as a 7-figure fighter. Heck, he would look better as an 8-figure fighter. But I'm a 9-figure fighter, motherfucker. I am the IRS. What's all kind of work? Easy work. Then show me what the easy work is. I'm being dead serious. Floyd won that press conference for me. Like, Conor straight up, he did it. Like, Conor literally was funny, but Floyd just came out there and he was just dancing, goofing around, and especially when he's like, "Let's get ready for the face-off." I thought that was pretty impressive when Floyd was ready for a face-off with Conor. You know, I thought that was pretty impressive, man. Yeah, he wanted to. I know everyone's gonna be like, "No, Conor won the press conference." What did Conor say that was funny, man? He didn't entertain me. Floyd, TBE, the best ever. TMT, the money team. He was hilarious. TBE, dude, the best ever. Yeah, he was acting like old school Floyd. I noticed that too. He wasn't afraid because, like, normally Floyd tries to be too humble. He's like, "No, this is what we try to do as money team right here." You know, but he was just being an asshole the whole time. That's what Floyd needs to do. He just needs to be an asshole. And he's like, hard work, dedication, hard work. Like, he got the crowd to get behind him at some point. He like the crowd was booing Floyd when it first started, and then Floyd got the crowd slowly behind him because of the shit that he was saying. Because all you need to do is say some funny shit, and the media and the fans, they will like you, man. That's why people like Conor, dude. Like, how many of Conor's quotes do you quote? Like, because, like, not only does he predict fights pretty well, but when Conor starts saying, because, like, Conor went to his usual stick. He didn't say anything, like, really too funny or really true. It was just kind of like, he was like, and then, like, he does that little, like, I get that's part of his Irish accent, that, but he didn't sound confident like he normally does, man. Oh, yeah, no, dude, the Irish crowd's going to be even worse than the upcoming ones, man. In Canada and New York, and, dude, in Wembley. Dude, they saw that Wembley Stadium just for these two midgets to talk, man. Could you imagine if WWE could get Finn Balor and Sami Zayn that fucking over, where they get these two midgets to freaking talk and like that and get them over? Oh, they wouldn't even sell out Wembley Stadium. I bet you if you put Finn Balor and Sami Zayn together that would probably draw like 1,000 people in Wembley, but not like that many, you know. Finn Balor. Ugh. I can't believe he squashed Elias Sampson on Raw. Why would they do that, man? Burying him and stuff like that. Balor did. Oh, what was the moveset, JC? Please post this wonderful moveset that we saw from the greatest wrestler in WWE today. I want to know the moveset, JC 1986, that Finn Balor Yahoo did. I need to know. Tell me, JC 1986. What did Finn Balor do? Finn Balor, I forget he exists. Yeah, everyone does because he sucks. You should forget that he exists. Yo, yeah, I fucking hate this guy. I'm so glad. Like, no, here's the thing. I will say this. I understand the appeal of Finn Balor. I get it. I'm not one of those guys that's like so dumb and so stupid. I understand the appeal that this guy has. In fact, I was one of the few people that was caught up in the bullshit at one point when I saw his entrance. You know what I'm saying? When I first saw the first takeover entrance, I said this guy's gonna be a star. I get it. I understand it. But then afterwards, when I started watching more of the NXT stuff, I literally said this guy is just a midget John Cena. He gets beaten up. He does the swing blade. He does the drop kick. He does a coup de grace. LOL, Finn wins. And then I just started hating him because he was just so bad. And like everyone else is like, oh, what Finn is doing is so great. What? Putting you to sleep? Because that's what he would do for me. Oh, I would fall asleep. He wasn't that good. And then when I saw him on the main roster and like people were like cheering that this guy was getting pushed and that booing Roman Reigns because they say Roman Reigns was shoved down our throats when Finn Balor was rocket shipped up it. I was just like, nah, fuck that. Or rocket shipped down. He was rocket shipped up our ass. You guys get the idea of what I'm saying. That's why I got annoyed with Finn Balor. Like seriously, that's why I get annoyed with this guy. I get it. The guy could be a main eventer. That's fine. I can see the potential there, but not now. He is not ready to be a main eventer, nor he will be. And it's funny too, because there's people that were like praising Finn Balor, and then they jumped on my little bandwagon. Like I was one of the first few YouTubers that was on here saying no. And I wasn't trying to be different. I just couldn't see it at that time. Look, when I say shit, I'm not trying to be different or trying to be odd about it. I just speak from my mind and from what I believe in. It's like, oh, no, I don't want Balor to wear face paint against jobbers. I want him to be interesting. He's not interesting. Without the body paint, though, he's nothing. He's literally just another dude. Like, he just comes out, he goes, yo. Like, what is that supposed to do for me? He looks like a mannequin. Like someone stole a mannequin from Macy's. So who's AJ got at SummerSlam? Chad Gable is what I've heard like random rumors for, which would be kind of cool, but at the same time, do I really want to see Chad Gable and AJ Styles? I don't know who AJ would have. Probably Rusev Machka. Yeah, Rusev Machka. Or unless they don't do Cena versus Jinder, then I could see AJ versus Jinder. So yeah. Yeah, like Finn Balor is supposed to be like this guy who has like a demon inside of his hands and stuff like that. Like remember that promo where he's like, "This is what I do. There's a demon inside of me." I was like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?" Oh god, fuck Finn Balor, man. Like, oh god. Oh. And like, trust me, man. All right, let's see this. Just JC 1986 is a saint. He sat there, he watched Finn Balor versus Elias Sampson, and he wrote down Finn Balor's moveset. So this was Finn Balor's moveset. Punch. After doing the punch, he said, Yahoo! Kick. Drop kick. Yahoo! Kick. Running kick. Elbow. Yahoo! Elbow. Yahoo! Elbow. Yahoo! Kick. Yahoo! Elbow. Yahoo! Elbow. Yahoo! Drop kick. Chop. Chop. Kick. Oh, drop kick. Stomp. Punch. 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 Lazy ass Pele kick. Continue. That weird, the swing blade. Drop kick. Coup de grace. Stomp. Pin. Yahoo! Man, dude, that's like a great move set, man. That he has more moves than Roman Reigns because all Roman Reigns relies on is punch, 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 Samoan punch, Roman Reigns uppercuts, the power bomb, the Samoan drop, the Superman punch, the spear, the drive by. Oh wait, Roman Reigns. It seems like he has more moves than Finn Balor's dumbass. From what I'm reading, everyone says Roman Reigns don't have moves and shit. Do you think GFW will give the title sooner because of Alberto incident and accusations? Well, we don't know yet, Mr. GFW. Mr. TNA, you just gotta let TNA go. They're dead now. It's now GFW. So Mr. GFW, you gotta change your name to Mr. GFW. All right. All right, it's Mr. GFW now, Mr. TNA. You gotta change your name. You gotta leave the memories alone, and they won't ever change the way it was or how it used to be, and stuff like that. But we have to wait until the final verdict, Mr. GFW. So yeah, your Mizzy is in the mail. I love the Mizzies, man. Well, I like how I was like, they got You Deserve a Chance. That show was funny. Yo! You name change. You don't want that, Mr. GFW. You can't be Mr. TNA anymore. TNA's dead. You want to be Mr. Impact then? Because I'm not going to call you by that name. That name's dead to me, Mr. Impact. You either take Mr. Impact or Mr. GFW for me. I can't say that name anymore. Unless you're a fan of Tess and Albert, then I'll say that name. Yahoo! That's literally what he says. Like, I swear to God, when you watch him wrestle, he literally goes, Yahoo! Like, he goes, ow! Oh! Yahoo! Oh! Like, I hate this guy so much. Fuck. I could make a Finn Balor hate stream. Well, we have to wait and see, Straight Shooter, because Brock is scheduled for No Mercy on Your Soul. All right, Mr. TNA, from there now forth, will be known as Mr. Impact, because we can't remember this name of TNA. It's dead. It's dead. It's in the water. You still get nightmares of the Balor shove? I don't have nightmares. I have night terrors of this little creep pinning Roman. I swear to God, his first night, he beat Roman. Fuck me, dude. And then he beat Seth Rollins, and I was like, oh, great. My two favorite wrestlers in WWE got jobbed out to this fuck. I was so pissed. That was at the time, though. But you got, like, when it comes to wrestlers that I like in WWE, you all should know who's on the list, Nate. You know, Nakamura needs to do that. No, Nakamura already does like the yassa. Chase wrestling so bad nowadays that jobbers get the title, like Balor and mid-carders like Owens also get it. So a few main eventers build up and have the title. Well, don't forget about the Maharaja, Mr. Impact, Jinder Mahal. Well, you should have just accepted it. Hello? No, Xander, I haven't checked it out. Yeah, no, that's what he does. He goes, yassa. He goes, yassa. Oh, like he does those noises. Nakamura is, how do you forget, Blue Knight? Nakamura is feuding with Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin, Mr. Money in the Bank. Smaller than you think. I've got money in the bank. G-Unit, big butt so far. No, he's feuding with Baron Corbin, the Lone Wolf. Shinsuke Nakamura. You have what I want. I want money in the bank. Man, Nakamura, dude, he is so... Dude, I'm being dead serious. Nakamura is literally so lazy on the main roster. And I honestly, I can't be pissed at him. I gotta give Nakamura props. Props to you, Shinsuke Nakamura. You found a way to be fucking lazy and get away with it, man. Like, because literally, there's some of the hardcore fans, mostly the New Japan dweebs, that are like, oh, Shinsuke is not the same Shinsuke he used to be in New Japan. But for most of the fans still like this guy. I think Shinsuke has charisma. That's what I think about him. I don't think he's great, but I think he has charisma. He's not but like right now, why I don't think he's great is because he's so fucking lazy. Like the dude doesn't like wrestling anymore. He like seriously, he got out of a whole ladder match, man. Oh, Jinder versus Styles. Ew, that sounds. Was the match good? Don't hate the Jinder. Yeah, dude. Baron Corbin needs to find out what Rogaine is, Xander. Fucking listen to his theme song as it applies a Rogaine on his fucking forehead. Yeah, Royal Rumble. They're like WWE's like, listen, Philly, we're never gonna give you a WrestleMania, so we're just gonna give you Royal Rumble instead. Mr. Impact says WWE fans said a lot of stupid things about ROH and TNA and their wrestlers, but in the last 5 years, their favorite guys, Punk, Bryan, AJ Rude, Joe, Rollins, etc. How funny is that? Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Who's more lazy, Nakamura or Ambrose? That's by Straight Shooter and Mr. Impact. No, Ambrose, here's the thing. Nakamura's lazy. Ambrose, there's a difference. Ambrose just doesn't fucking try. Dean Ambrose literally goes out there and he just doesn't try. Nakamura is like, there's a difference between not trying and being lazy. Not trying, you're just not trying. You just don't want to try. That's not being lazy. That just means you just as a human being don't want to try your best at this. Being lazy is where you make a valid choice of saying, "Oh, I don't want to do this." Nakamura is lazy because Dean Ambrose, he doesn't try, but he will do a ladder match. He will do a bunch of crazy bumps and spots in the match for no fucking reason. Nakamura slept through a whole Money in the Bank ladder match. He literally did not do anything the whole fucking match. He slept through it. He didn't want to do it. He was like, no, I'm not taking no fucking bumps. Good. He shouldn't have to. So, no, Dean Ambrose, he just does not try. There's a difference there between being not trying and being lazy. Because not trying, you're just not trying. Like, seriously, not trying. There's a difference. Like, here's an example of not trying. I'll tell you. At work, if you're at work and someone is just not doing the cleaning list or someone's not doing what they're supposed to do, they're just not trying. It doesn't mean that they're lazy. They're just not trying to do it because they just don't want to. See, being lazy is where you're making a concerted effort not to do it, where you're just like, no, I'm not going to do this. Because there's people out there that just won't try. They're just like, I'm not going to try. What's the point? If I try, I'm not going to get the promotion I want, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. Vince and Triple H love AJ Styles. What is funny is that I see them loving him more than Dixie did in TNA, which is surprising. Maybe because he's not jacked. Maybe politic views help. Oh, yeah. The fact that AJ is a huge Republican definitely gave Vince this big old boner. Because I bet you one day, and I'm being dead serious, like people don't realize this, AJ Styles is a huge fucking Republican. This is not a joke. This is not me trying to be funny. No, he's a huge fucking Trump fan. He's huge on Trump. And I know maybe some of you guys hate that about AJ Styles, but he loves fucking Trump. He loves fucking Republicans and shit like that. And I bet you I wouldn't be surprised. AJ Styles one day walked in and he was wearing like a Make American Great Again hat. And then like Vince was like, oh, AJ, you're a Republican? And he's like, yeah, right, Vince. Because remember, I made a joke that AJ Styles and John Cena and Vince, they need to go watch the Donald win his debate. And when what pay-per-view was that? The pay-per-view that Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt main evented in Backlash or whatever it's called. No Mercy. I can't remember. So, yeah. AJ Styles, man. Because you know Vince loves this guy if he's winning at a house show at Madison Square Garden. That helps out a lot. That says a lot. If WWE don't call their wrestlers anymore, do they still call themselves World Wrestling Entertainment? Pretty much. They just don't like calling their wrestlers because they don't want to be considered wrestlers because they're not really wrestlers in a sense. But at the same time, they're still considered wrestlers because it's still pro wrestling. But WWE is just stupid, to be honest. Like, they don't know what they want. Did you see the WWE 24 with Kurt Angle yet? I saw it last night. It was great. You know, it was good. It's just, I hate fucking clean Kurt Angle, man. Like, I know it sounds fucked up, but I don't know how someone can go to rehab. Actually, no, I always talk about how Kurt Angle would be terrible on the microphone because he just came out of rehab, so he has no social skills. Like Kurt Angle's just so terrible. Like the way he talks, I love WWE. Vince always told me that if I came back to WWE, like he says WWE. Like I was like every time like I heard him talk like, you know, when I left WWE, I was like, no, shut up. I like that. I said, Vince, you're wrong. They aren't going to cheer me. I'm an Olympic gold medalist and stuff like that. Like, I like how they went through his TNA stuff though. You're a Republican? I'll make you WWE champion because Republicans should stick together, damn it. I like the sound of that, Vince. I really like that a lot because I'm the face that runs the place. Hilarious styles the same. Here comes the Batman. What's up, Batman? Haven't seen you around in a while. Hope all is well. Hope all is well inside the Batcave and everything like that. Hope you're not staying up too late in Gotham City. Well, it must be a quiet night in Gotham because you're chilling here in the chat. So hopefully all is well. Speaking of superheroes, man. Aaron Riffs asks, so did the man with the big nose get the shit beat out of him tonight? Mr. Impact says, Chase, where would you rank Scott Steiner Slammiversary backstage skits is in this year's entertainment for you? That whole match was high up there. I really like that match. I don't care what anyone says. That match was fucking great. Shark Boy was in the pool. Oh, that shit was hilarious, man. No, that match, I would have to say, it was pretty high up there when it comes to in form of wrestling entertainment. I would have to say probably like top 3 when it comes to entertaining matches this year. Because like it goes like these are not my best matches. These are just matches that I was just visually watching them. They're just entertaining spectacles. Like number 1 would have to be Goldberg versus Lesnar. Just seeing these guys do Here Comes the Pain, Here Comes the Pain, press L1 the whole time doing the same fucking moves. It was great. It was fun to watch. Like that was awesome. And then number 2 would have to be that match. And then number 3 is the Hardy Boys entering and stuff like that. But as far as wrestling goes, but that shit was great, dude. Like Shark Boy was swimming in the fucking pool, dude. And when Abyss came out, dog, I marked the fuck out. I don't care what anyone said. I was marking the fuck out. I heard I was like, Abyss. Never thought I would mark out for Abyss in 2017, but I did. You ain't fadis. We gotta get them fadis. And you know what the thing is? Scott Steiner realizes that he's a meme, and he just does it, man. No, dude, I popped when James Mitchell came on the screen too. Like when Sharkboy was in the water, I was laughing my ass off. Still, that was my favorite spot of the match. Like I know everyone probably thinks that like my favorite spot was Steiner going "Fadis" the whole time, which that was great. But I was just laughing that Sharkboy was in a random ass pool. Some dedication to character art right there. That Shark Boy swimming in the pool. Give me a shell, yeah. Give me a shell, yeah. I need some. What do you say? He needs some oyster juice or some shit like that. I'm going to give you a can of clam whoop ass or something like that. A clam of whoop ass or some shit like that. Oh. See, that's what Slammiversary should have been. Just a nostalgia pop of TNA shows. But we got the good and the bad of Slammiversary 2015. It wasn't a bad show. It was just all right. It's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? So did the man with the big nose get the shit beat out of him tonight? Oh. Time to play the game. I am the game and you can't blame me. I am Kung Fu. No way you can face me. If Cena buries Rusev, then it'll be my best entertainment of the year because fuck Rusev. Let's go Cena get the golden shovel ready. Rusev Fujiya. Rusev Machka. Bum, 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 bum. He came out in a tank and still couldn't beat Cena. Like, right then and there. My mom, who doesn't even watch that much wrestling, because she watches WrestleMania every year. My mom even says, like, he came out in a tank, and I'm like, yeah, and he still couldn't beat John Cena. And I'm like, well, he couldn't use the tank in a match, mom. He's like, still. My mom even knew that shit was bullshit. Rusev Fujita, Rusev Machka. We are, yo. Oh. Because give me the green light. Because I'm just ready to go. Oh, Pitbull. I wish I could be Pitbull, man. Who won the MLB All-Star game? Do you guys know? I know no one cares about my thoughts about baseball. Cubs are going to come back. Trust me. I'm so sorry. Okay, MLB. Let me just go see who won it. I know the All-Star game doesn't really matter this year anymore. And the AL won 2-1. Ew. Oh. Cubs are not going to trade Kyle Schwarber. That's ridiculous. Oh man, dude. Jay Lethal and Ric Flair's fucking woo off was the greatest thing ever, dude. It was like woo, 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 woo. Wow, that's my life. What they say about the young old guys, 60-minute ride. Oh, what was it called? You know what to say about the young guys? They're faster and they're stronger and they go for 60 minutes. And then he said all this ride along this line, and Ric Flair was just like, wow, that's my line. That's my and then freaking Nigel McGuinness, Desmond Wolfe, and one of the best, you're gonna get your ghetto booty in this ring because I'm gonna kick it. Oh god. Imagine if Cena and Triple H would have an entrance at Mania with the shovel in their hands. Oh, that'd be great, man. Your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. I know, right? What did they do? Like, who did Rusev poop? Like, seriously, whose cereal did they poop in? JC, who cares? If you're a Rusev and Bane everyday Lana, you can survive no problem in the doghouse. Yeah. Astros versus Dodgers. You think Kershaw's gonna show up in the fucking playoffs? Oh man, dude. So many of my Dodger friends, I asked them, oh yeah, you guys are looking really good. He's like, yeah, but let's just wait until Kershaw does what he normally does. I'm like, oh yeah, playoff Kershaw? He's like, yep, playoff Kershaw. Because the thing about Clayton Kershaw, he's fucking phenomenal. But once he gets to the playoffs, dude, he becomes average as shit. He's just terrible. He's just terrible in the playoffs. And I don't know what it is, if it's fatigue or if he's just not clutch. He just doesn't get the job done in the playoffs. He really just doesn't. But yeah, man, no, the Dodgers, Astros too. I don't know. I don't know about the Astros. They're doing good, but I still think Boston's going to represent the AL this year, man. Chris Sale and the other pitchers doing really fucking well for them. So it's just so hard for me watching that what's it called? Seeing that pitching line, and especially if David Price gets his head on straight. You have three dangerous pitchers right there. And then not only that hitting rotation is pretty fucking good for Boston. So I think Boston is going to make it at least to the AL. I think Boston for sure is in the AL. I can't think of an AL team that will surpass them. I don't know about Houston. Yeah, Houston's been a nice story so far, but I think Boston just has way, way better pitching. And to me personally, pitching is really important. Because look at the Cubs. The Cubs have all this hitting power, but it don't fucking matter if your pitching sucks. But I think the Cubs are going to bounce back. But I don't see the Cubs representing the NL. If anything, if I were to choose the NL team, I think Washington's going to make it for sure. Yeah, I'd have to go with Washington. Yeah, Pomeranz. From the fucking Drew Pomeranz and Chris Sale. That's what I'm saying. I said if David Price gets his head on straight, you have three fucking crazy-ass pitchers. That's insane. Can you imagine us, you have three fucking crazy-ass pitchers? That's fucking insane. Who's going to beat that pitching lineup? That's you have three really good pitchers. Especially Chris Sale is fucking amazing. Shit. Yeah, no, but seriously. Not a wrestling related question, but have you heard of a YouTube channel called Collider Videos? No. It's more of a tribute channel that's heavily influenced by WWE. I recommend you check it out at the recent 2-part video, Collider Collision. All right, I'll go check it out, man. Thanks for the heads up there, Xander. I don't know, man. I feel like Washington's going to win. Oh, yeah, you also have Rodriguez, too. I always forget about that. Yeah, see, look at that. Boston has, like, such a good pitching lineup, too. Like all you need, really, to be honest, is just David Price to pitch good for 6 innings. That's it. No, but like the thing is, straight shooter, why I go with Washington is because really, to be honest, their bullpen sucks. Like they don't have any bullpen. But I just feel like with the lineup that they currently have, and especially just how inconsistent the NL is, just how inconsistent it is, and plus certain NL teams have the tendency to choke. Like, let's just be real here. Like, how can you not choose them to be the favorites? In my personal opinion, they are the clear-cut favorites, in my personal opinion, to represent the NL. At least in my personal opinion. Because like Kershaw gonna choke, man. Kershaw gonna choke. That's what he does. No, Arizona doesn't have a deep rotation in my personal opinion. They're good, much better than in years past, but I feel like the rotation is just what's it called? It's just kind of wacky. You know what I'm saying? Who loves more? Who loves more, Meltzer, Omega, or Cole Cena? Wait, what are you talking? Like, who loves more? What, Meltzer, Omega, or Cole Cena? I don't get that joke. Oh, Dave Meltzer to Kenny Omega or Cole to John Cena. I feel like JBL loves John Cena more, man, or Jerry to King Lawler. They love Cena more than fucking Cole does. Cole barely like fucking sucks dick of Cena. JBL was like always like, I hate all the baby faces. Then John Cena comes up and he like loves them. But Meltzer, I think he loves the Young Bucks more than he does Kenny Omega. That's just my personal opinion because he doesn't really rank too many Omega matches pretty high. He always ranks the Young Buck matches though like 5 stars. Yeah, no, but the Diamondbacks, they just got to kind of like the thing about the Diamondbacks, they can't be choking more games and stuff. They can't. That's the thing with their closers. Their closers are kind of very one-dimensional, where they each just try to throw change. Like I don't know what it is with the Diamondbacks, but they love having pitchers that love throwing the changeup. That's like their favorite fucking pitch. They're like, oh, let's do a changeup. Like Greinke's really good though. Greinke's like the best pitcher that they have. But other than Zach Greinke, yeah. No, man, the Dodgers, if they could have kept Kershaw and Greinke, oh, I would have easily chose the Dodgers because Greinke could make up for Kershaw's fuck-ups. Because the Dodgers, I really like their hitting rotation. It's just... no, Omega's not the best wrestler today. I think AJ Styles is, in my personal opinion. Yeah, no, Toronto Blue Jays... You knew the fallout was happening. Man. Like, just too many injuries. Donaldson's still a stud, but you knew Batista wasn't going to perform as well. You lose a guy like Encarnacion. Yeah, no, Alex Wood is good. Alex Wood's a good player and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, man, playoff Kershaw is going to cost them more. Later, Ashley, thanks for joining the chat. I think the Cubs will still make the playoffs. They'll get hot near the end of the season. Oh, yeah, no, the Cubs wrote it, dude. You cannot tell me like with Bryant, Rizzo, and stuff like that, you're missing the playoffs, man. You have a former MVP, 2 MVP candidates, and Bryant and Rizzo on any good season, and a bunch of wild card type of players. Like, dude, no, that lineup is making the playoffs. Like, will they make the same run as last year? I don't think so. And I think this is good for the Cubs because they didn't want to pay a lot of money to Arrieta anyways. Well, Arrieta's not showing that he's worth the money that he wants. So at this point, like if Arrieta doesn't deliver, the Cubs can just say, well, we can get rid of Arrieta because we still have Kyle Hendricks, and that's all we really need and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, Milwaukee. Yeah, Milwaukee with the big bounce back. What do you think about the rumors of MMA wanting Lashley to finish with wrestling because they see him as one of their future top guys? I can believe it because, like, the thing is this, like, MMA is something that takes a lot of time and dedication. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of time and dedication, and Lashley needs to decide if he wants to take that time and dedication, because the problem is with wrestling, he's wrestling so many shows a certain amount of weeks that it affects your MMA training, it affects your MMA schedule, it affects your weight cut and everything like that. So I can believe if Lashley wants to retire to become an MMA champion. I don't trust the Brewers to hang out with that NL Central League. Nope. Here come the Cubbies. Not like that. That fit is good. It's fucking pathetic. No, I'm not like the biggest baseball expert. I used to be a huge baseball fan, but yeah, no, it's just hard. It's just hard for me to like keep up with all the players and stuff like that. But there's some players I like. You know, because the NSL trail is just fucking pathetic, dude. Like, I mean, that's serious. Even the Pirates have a chance. I'm not even joking when I say that, dude. What? The Brewers with Eric Thames? Is that his name? Eric Thames? I forgot his name. Eric Thames, and then Braun, if he comes back. So you'll see. We shall see with the Milwaukee Brewers. As a Sixers fan, I do not trust the process. What about you as a Wolves fan? Do you trust their hirings? Because I do not think Thibodeau is the right man to lead to a championship. Well, I believe in the Timberwolves. I have to see after this season. After this season, I'll tell you what I think about Tibbs. Because if Tibbs can't do shit this season, I'm going to be pissed. I'm not expecting much. I just want to make the playoffs, dude. I'm not expecting for a championship this year. I just need a playoff run. I have not seen playoff basketball since 2004. You know what happened when I was in 2004? WrestleMania 20. You know what grade I was in? 5th grade. I was in 5th grade when freaking the last time the Timberwolves, Kevin Garnett. I was in 5th grade heading to 6th grade. So, yeah. I don't need them to win a championship. I need to see if the Timberwolves can win. The Atlanta Braves has been most surprising team this season. I thought they were going to be shit, but for the Braves, not bad. At least a 500 territory. Yeah. They're still like every other Atlanta sports team, mediocre at best. Come at me, Falcon fans. I don't care. You know that MLB wants Judge and the Yankees in the World Series to make their young stars? Oh, dude, the Aaron Judge is a stud. That guy's beast. Of course, man. Of course they want him to, but we'll see what the MLB conspiracy is going to do. Yeah, they have to get through Boston, man. Going through Boston is not going to be easy, man. Like, they ain't just going to run through Boston, man. But Aaron Judge, stud. No, I think Peyton Manning will actually be a good host. Peyton Manning's a better non-football player than he is a football player, to be honest. Yeah, I think it'd be funny. I don't know why they didn't bring Cena back. Cena was great last year. The whole Kevin Durant joke was funny as hell. I always miss Justin Timberlake. I think Timberlake, though, is one of my favorite SB hosts. I didn't even vote for the awards. You know what? That's what we're going to do right now. Can you still vote for the SBs? Isn't it like you can vote for them? SBs 2000, SBs voting. Okay. Guys. Okay, we're going to vote for them. All right. How do I vote? I swear, I want to know how I vote. All right, let's just see this shit. Let's go share screen for the SBs. I think I'm voting for the SBs. I'm not sure. We're on SBs voting and stuff like that. So vote for best play round 3. Well, Julian Edelman Super Bowl catch wins that. What else? Oh, how do I vote for all this shit? Look at all these awards, man. All right, well, I guess I better vote for this shit. Best championship performance. Like, why do I have to wait? What the fuck? I have to like vote it one at a time. What the hell? What happened to like voting it on one little website? There used to be like a little page where you could vote for everything. God damn, this is annoying. All right, let me go see if I can find like a Google search of just like one little page, because I'm not looking to vote for everything, like clicking and stuff. That's just like fucking ridiculous. You have to vote for like everything on a separate page. Well, I guess we're gonna fucking do that. That's fucking ridiculous. All right, so best championship performance is first, guys. performance. All right, let's go. ESPN voting for best championship performance. Load. All right, so best championship performance. We have Tom Brady, Shane Knighton, Deshaun Watson, and Kevin Durant. So Tom Brady had a great performance, but I really, to be honest, James White was the real MVP. Shane Knighton, I honestly didn't watch the College World Series, so I can't tell you. Deshaun Watson, fuck no. So I'm gonna go with Kevin Durant. He was phenomenal. Like, he was everything that's advertising. I don't want to share this. Like, people are gonna know I voted for a snake. Oh, okay. Well, I already voted for that. God damn it. I have to go. I hate this so much. All right. Best breakthrough athlete. All right. So who's the best breakthrough athlete? Who are we voting for the best breakthrough athlete this year? Who broke through in the minds of the millions and millions watching at home? Just load. Holy fuck. Best breakthrough athlete. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Laurie Hernandez, Aaron Judge, Christian Pulisic. Hey, Giannis, you knew he was going to break out, so he's the list. But she looks pretty nice. Aaron Judge, honestly, you knew he was going to be good. Christian Pulisic, you knew he was going to be good. No one gave Dak Prescott a chance. I'm going with Prescott. No one gave Prescott a chance. I mean, that's serious. Dude, this is also like two of the biggest fan bases going at it, man. We're going to have to see the Yankees and the Cowboy fans go at it. That's going to be some crazy-ass shit. All right. Best record-breaking performance. What is the best record-breaking performance? Oh, I'm going to vote Westbrook. Westbrook has to be on this list, right? Westbrook's on this list. Like, yeah, no, Russell Westbrook. I'm being that serious. Like, congrats to Bill Belichick. Michael Phelps is amazing. Diana Taurasi is great. She's a legend in the WNBA. But, man, dude, I'm sorry, man. Russell Westbrook most triple-doubles in a season. That gets my vote. Like, I'm sorry. How do you not give that? And plus, it's so recent, too. Hashtag why not? All right, best upset. I swear to God, Clemson and Alabama's on here. I'm going to fucking kill someone because I hate you. All right, let's see. Best upset. God, fuck this. No. That was a pretty big upset. I'm going to go with this one, man. No, you know what? No, I changed it. Mississippi State defeats UConn in the women's tournament. Man, no one saw UConn losing, man. UConn's the greatest women's of all time. What's up, Chris Bandicoot? Nothing much. Just voting for the ESPYs before wrapping up this show. Best game. Cubs versus Indians World Series Game 7. Patriots versus Falcons Super Bowl. Federer versus Nadal Australian Open Final. Oh, it's so hard. I'm sorry. Biased. So biased. Cubs and Indians Game 7 had heart attack written all over it. Like, Patriots and Falcons was a great game, but let's be real. The first half you can miss. Best comeback athlete. What the fuck? Did they still give out this award? Was Conor McGregor going to be on this list or something? All right, best comeback athlete. Matt Bush, no. Roger Federer, yeah, all right. Candace Parker or Jordy Nelson. I got to give it to Federer, man. I thought Federer was washed up, dude. Yeah, I got to give it to Roger Federer. Why not? Why not give it to Roger Federer? All right, best team. And I'm not going to do all the – and there's all these other fucking awards, man. Like, I'm going to vote for the ones that interest me. You know, no, we're going to vote for them all. Fuck it. Right? Let's just do all that. Man, we talked about domestic violence a share earlier. Now we're talking about fucking who's winning the ESPYs. All right. Best team. Well, we got to go with the best constructed team on this list, and it has to be this idiot. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this is like the best team. The Warriors. I'm not even a Warriors fan, but, like, seriously. You can't tell me all these other teams are better. All right, guys. Now it's time to do the best athletes. And holy shit. Look at all these. So, we're going to go to the best athlete male. Let's see who people are going to say who's the best male athlete. You know what's funny? Once we get to best female athlete, it's like such a stretch. Like, it's so bad how much they stretch. Athletes: Sidney Crosby, Chris Bryant, Michael Phelps and Russell was. Wow, Braun did not make this list. Whoa, this has to be the first time in a while because normally Braun's on the list. Where's Braun to Westbrook? Oh, let's go to female now. Is there a way for me just to vote for all categories? Like, do I have to keep clicking? Like, let's hit this all categories button. I'm gonna feel like such an idiot when everything hits and it's like, oh, no, but you can't. All right, best female athlete. Simone Biles, because the Olympics and shit. Player, blah blah blah. Who cares? We're gonna go to best fighter because fuck it. Because I want to see who they put on this list. Because everyone wants to know who the best fighter, who they put as the best fighter on this list. Terrence Crawford, Triple G, Demetrius Johnson, Andre Ward, Conor McGregor. I'll give it to DJ. All right, guys. I feel like that's enough for tonight. Thank you all very much for watching. Like I said before, the only time I'm going to talk about this situation, do not mention it in future videos. And if you hear it mentioned in future videos, you know what to tell them. Thank you all very much. Just like Brock Lesnar, sometimes you guys don't have to give a shit. Fuck Finn Balor and have yourself a good night. Peace.